Welcome back, everybody. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Planescape Torment. So I figured out what to do with this Mage problem. We didn't talk to someone that we should have, that I forgot about. Completely and totally. And then in this video, we're also just going to continue this Festhall, as well as we're going to go hand in some quests. Because I was looking through the journal, and I realized we haven't done some of the things we were supposed to do. Like, we're going to go to the Curiosity Shop anyways, but we have to split Pestle and Kiln. We have to erase Merriman's memory, but that's in the exotic place as well. We have to help Sevtai get a revenge. We did that ages ago. We just never handed it in, which is bad on my part. I'm not really sure where Mara is. I can't remember, so we'll figure that out later. Not worried about that in this video, but we need to go to the Magecraft training chamber because we have to determine that the Magess is addicted to sensory crystal things. Alright, Mage in training, give me the info I need. The person standing is staring intently at a metal panel mounted on the chamber's wall. After a moment of fierce concentration, they wave their hands about and utter a string of impressive-sounding arcane syllables, all to no effect. Nonetheless, they continue to practice diligently, far too involved with their own work to speak with you. We have to find whichever one wants to talk to us about it. Same thing. This person is carrying a sheaf of papers and unwound scrolls. They occasionally pause to look through them and read portions of what's written aloud, practicing elaborate hand motions as they do so. They look up as you come to stand before them. Greetings. Greetings, what is this place? This is the place where aspiring mages can come to train and study. Many wizards took their first steps in the art as fledgling sorcerers here. Well, where's the trainer? I do not know where Lady Thorncombe has gone. I would suggest you try the sensoriums. She spends much of her time there. They lower her voice, frowning. Perhaps too much. That's all I wish to know. We already know where the sensoriums are. We just have to go talk to that guy again, and he will take us there. And then we can deal with Lady Thorncombe. And we can also buy spells from her, because she has some amazing spells kicking around that I want badly. I need to go to the public sensorium again.
Done. I'm gone.
Let's go find Lady, what's her name? Lady Thorncombe, where are you? Is that you? Yes, there you are. Excellent. This woman is still meandering about the sensorium, traveling from stone to stone. She looks you over as you approach, but does not seem to recognize you. Are you by chance Lady Thorncombe? Her eyes widen momentarily. She looks away from you. No, I am not, sir. But I think that you are, madame. I was told that you were the mage's tutor of the Civic Festhall. The Lady Thorncombe puts on a sullen look. And if I was this woman, what of it? I'd hope to receive some training in the magical arts. I shall dash your hopes to pieces then. I no longer wish to teach magic. Now go. Leave me in peace. But why not? As if it were any concern of yours. But it is. I seek to learn, and you can teach me. I would know what I might do to convince you to train me. She sighs loudly and resumes chewing on her thumbnail. I doubt there's little you can offer me which I cannot find on my own. The sensory stones provide me with all the things that my considerable wealth cannot buy. The sensory stones? Yes. Each stone is recorded within it one experience or another. When I first came to these halls, I spent little time with them. Only now do I realize what I had been missing. And what had you been missing? She nods, smiling, her eyes taking on a glassy sheen, and she holds herself tightly. One can spend a lifetime here among the stones. Experience after wondrous experience. Mere words cannot express their magnificence. I can only suggest you see for yourself, sir. You sound addicted. She snarls at you. Nonsense! I can stop any time I wish. I merely choose to bask in their wonder. Why waste time teaching dawdling, ungrateful magelings when I could remain here among these precious stones, living 100 new lives each day? I don't think the stones are there for that. Shouldn't you seek sensations of your own to share? What you think means little to me. So we're going to talk to her again. We have some questions, actually. Lady Thorncombe squints at you as if trying to remember who you are. Suddenly she frowns pointedly. You! I hope you have not come here in an ill-fated attempt to drag me back to the training chamber, because I most certainly shall not go. She had some questions about you. Oh, she's already... Oh, no. She actually is going to let us talk to her. We're going to go talk to Salazar Slytherin again. I don't think that's his real name. Salazar the Onyx? Something the Onyx? I can never remember his full name. It sounds creepy. We gotta go talk to him, I'm pretty sure. And tell him about this. Salabesh. There we go, not Salazar. Salazar's from Harry Potter. We see Salabesh the Onyx. What do you mean by future Mage Hall tutor? This is a new conversation option we have now. You could always bring up the fact that she's addicted to sensory stones. She doesn't seem to want to teach anymore. Salabesh's tight lips curl in a nasty smile. Is she now? And she no longer cares to teach? Excellent. He rubs his hands together like a cliche villain with a dastardly plot. I'll request to be made the new mage's tutor shortly then. That's all I wish to know. Let's go back and talk to her, because she has spells and I want them. How can you help me? Sensoriums, public ones again. Lots of running back and forth in this quest, unfortunately. There you are, in your skimpy outfit. I just wondered if you knew that Salabesh was happy to hear of your decision and is requesting to be made the new mage's tutor. Salabesh, that portly little oaf, the man couldn't magic his way out of a mildew sack. Now what is this decision you speak of? Why, your decision to remain in the sensoriums, and to no longer train less experienced mages. What? But I? Yes, Lady Thorncombe? Asinine. Holy asinine. Should you see Salabesh again, tell him not to bother. I shall return to the training chambers at once. Perhaps I'll see you there, Lady Thorncombe. Farewell.
I'm gone.
There is a different way you can do that where you
Alright.
don't tell her, I don't think, and then she just stops. That's Jolmy. She looks exactly the same, though. Let's go find her, because I want some spells, damn it. That's not the right room. This is the right room. Where are you, Lady Thorncombe? Ah, there you are. Now, I want some spells. Lady Thorncombe nods at you, but you're not clear as to whether she recognizes you or not. She straightened her clothes and hair, and looks quite the aging but attractive noblewoman, but still seems far away and easily distracted. Greetings, are you here to train in the magical arts? I am. Very well, answer me these questions if you would. She proceeds to test your intelligence and reasoning ability with a long series of logic and word puzzles. I will answer. You are a mage by trade, then I take it. That I am. Are you ready to see what spells I can teach you then? Yes, that is exactly what we want. We want Scroll of Chain Lightning Storm. Do we already have that, actually? Should really check on that before we go buying more spells that I don't know if we need. We do have Chain Lightning Storm. Oh, what a waste. I was going to buy that one. Okay, well, we have the spell that we want from her, so we'll deal with that later. We're going to level up.
My blade has shifted.
Ooh, Dakon's weapon is increased in power as well. That's pretty nice. Let's go take a look at it as soon as we level up everybody else, which there is nobody to level up. Good. Dakon's weapon is now +4 to armor class and is a +2 weapon, so he is significantly more powerful. He's now at -1 armor class, or -2 armor class. We're at -1. Anna is at 0, and Mort is at 2. Mort needs better teeth. We're gonna look on finding him some better teeth. I guess we could buy him those Fire Drake ones. They're not that expensive, and I thought that we were gonna spend more magic on spells here, but we are not. Although there is one spell here we're gonna get later on. First, though, we're gonna do the private sensoriums in a minute. We have to go somewhere else first. We're going to go to the lower ward. No, we're not. Sorry.
Right.
We're not going to the lower ward. We're going to the Curiosity Shop. That's where we're going. There's a few things we have to buy in here. Why was I going to the lower ward? I don't even know. Alright, Rishika. Yes, I am. Exotic items. So we want the... Actually, we want several things. So we want the Fiend's Tongue. It's only 66 coppers, so that's cheap. Exotic items again. We want the Monster Jug. Exotic items yet again. I want to go to the front of the store. We want the Chocolate Quasit. And there's one other thing we need here. I think it's the Davis Tears. Yes. Take those, and then there's one more thing we want as well. We want the Elixir of Horrific Separation.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had
Which
to
is now
drop
on the
it.
ground, which is fine. We'll get to that in a minute. What else do we need? Maybe it's the Ailstein we needed. I don't
I
remember.
couldn't carry anymore,
Take
so
that
I
one.
had to drop it.
Yeah. We'll deal with that in a second. What else do we want? We'll grab Yever's ring just to...
I
Why
couldn't
not?
carry
It's cheap.
anymore, so I had to drop it.
Alright. So we have tons of money still. Where's all my ground items? Oh, I'm standing like an inch away from them. Alright. I can't remember what the Monster Jug does. But the Fiend's Tongue we need for sure. Give that to Mort to hold on to. The Monster Jug we will open in a moment. Chocolate closet we need for a quest. Handkerchief we need. The ring of almost invisibility is +1 armor class. It's not great. I think mine are better. +2, +1. We'll give it to... Can you even wear rings? No, because you don't have any fingers. There we go. Dakon is now 3 armor class. -3 armor class. Alright, we want the Frost Ale mug. That's good. And the Elixir of Horrific Separation. Also we do need. I think we need the other things later on, but we'll grab those later on as we need them. We're going to go to the potion place. Apothecarium really quickly. We're going to do the Horrific Separation of that dude who's drank too many potions. So, that poor dude. We're going to split Pestle and Kiln. You see Pestle Kiln. He, or they, is as eerie to look upon as ever. His flesh constantly changes and crawls across his face and body. I welcome you back, sir. I got this elixir of horrific separation. Do you think that would help you? Both his eyes suddenly snap to the small bottle in your hands. He nods, smacking his lips. Here you are, then. 6,000 experience. Pestle takes the bottle in both hands and places it beneath the counter. His left eye focuses on you while his right eye and hand concentrate on scribbling furiously on the countertop. We can use this to make something that'll fix us right on up. Now, if you give us a moment, when we got it all worked out, we'll make some healing stuffs as a reward. He's going to do that thing. We let him head to the back of the shop. And now, there we go. Kiln and Pestle are 2 different people. The man closely resembles Pestle Kiln, though without the crawling skin and constant subtle mutations. Greetings again, sir, and well met. And what is it I, Pestle, can do for you? Bring some healing concoctions? Yes, of course. Your reward, Let's see now. I'll manufacture them for you for nothing, of course, but I'll need proper ingredients. An Oni's heart, powdered hematite, or the hair of a diva, or thread from an Asimon's robe, or the blood of a regenerating creature such as a troll, or... Actually, my wounds heal very quickly. Do they now? Well then, your own blood just might do. Here, give me a sample if you would. Give him a bit. After drawing a small quantity of your blood and retreating to the back of the store, Pestle returns with a number of what appear to be hardened drops of blood. Placed upon one's tongue, these clot charms will heal existing wounds and aid in the prevention of new ones for a time. Thank you. So, that is the end of that little quest. And we're off. You know what? Before we go do the private sensoriums, I'm just gonna race to the place where we have to turn in the quest for Sevtai. I just don't want it in my journal anymore. It's annoying. So we're gonna go here. The eastern, the northeast. I had no directions. Northeastern side. Where's Sevtai? Where is she? And that's Quentin. You're not Sevtai. That's Sevtai. You again. You have news for Sevtai? I found the starved dogs barking and penned 3 of them in the dead book. The powers be not blind in their justice this day. The woman reaches into her spider-like hair and draws forth a copper earring. Here you are. A pretty bit it should fetch. 'Tis worth 33 coppers. At least, I'm sure. It belonged to one of me sisters, but she won't be needing it anymore. And we got some experience. Now it's gone from our journal, which is what I wanted. Now we're back to the Clerks Ward. So if we look at our quest log, we can't do the source of Emmerich's bodies, or we can't find out where the Fraud's bodies are coming from. We can't. We'll talk to Mar later. We have to find a way to erase Merriman's memory. So now we have the Frosted Mug. Let's go back to talk to him. Because we know that drinking from the river Styx will erase memory. But we have a mug for him to do so. Let's go talk to him.
Alright.
I can't remember if we actually have to get some water from the river Styx or not.
Done.
Wait, where'd you go? Who are you? Merriman, you're the guy I want to talk to? No. No, I don't remember how to do his quest yet then. So we need water from the river Styx. Might have to look it up before, or just like split this video and try and look it up really quickly, because I know we need... Maybe there was something in the Curiosity Shop that we didn't get. Let's go back and check really, really quickly. Then we'll do the private sensorium. Maybe there is water there from the river Styx somewhere. Because I know we have the frosted mug, which is what we need. You know what I want to do as well? Let's quick save. I want to see what's in this jug. It is a heavy, plain-looking metallic jug with a hinged stopper. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch it. as if it might bite you. You've been told there's some sort of monster trapped inside of it, but peering into the jug's mouth reveals nothing but inky blackness. I upended the jug to see if anything comes out. At first there's nothing, but then a black viscous liquid begins to bubble from the jug's mouth, forming a slimy pool of steaming, tarry filth on the ground. As the jug begins to dissolve in your hands, the pool begins to writhe, throb, and form into a tall, hideous creature. Where am I? And what did it bring out? It didn't do anything. Alright, let's reload the quick save and try that again. We'll group up my group better this time, instead of having them spread out all over the place. Alright. So now we're back here. Now we can see what this actually does. Oh, there we go. Holy crap. Stop that.
Die. Die.
Jesus. And it just got shit kicked, but we got a gold ring out of it and a bunch of experience, so that worked out pretty well. I would call that a brilliant success. Was not expecting to get crushed so hard, but that's okay. Let's see what other exotic things she has. She has Gorgon Salve. Why not grab it? We'll see what it does. It turns things from stone to flesh. Alright, good to know. There's some stained lens. I'll take it.
Carry anymore, so I had to drop
What
it.
other things do we got? We'll just buy all the things. Why not?
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop
Oops.
it. I'm gone.
Nothing there. There's baby oil. Ew, baby oil is literally made out of babies. And we're gonna buy the Codex of the
I couldn't carry
Inconceivable.
anymore, so I had to drop it.
Is that it? I think that's all there is in this entire place, other than the baby oil, which is made out of real babies. Baby powder made out of babies? Alright, so we have all the things now. But mostly we just wanted some River Styx stuff. What's Gorgon Salve do? Stone to flesh, right. The dodecahedrons for later on, and David tears are used for the Fiend's Tongue later on as well. Was there anything else on the ground? Yes.
Done.
And the Codex of the Indecipherable. Oops, wrong one. Okay, we're gonna read it. Just to see what it does. What you had first taken to be a rather unassuming book, held closed by a tiny brass lock, is in actuality bound in strange leathers and enchanted bronze. It is labeled simply the Codex of the Inconceivable. I open it and read. You unlock the book's bindings and open it. As you glance over the tome's contents, your jaw drops. You stand spellbound, flipping through its pages. Its contents are simply too much to be described. Mere words seem powerless to explain the wonders it holds. What was that? What? What was in it, Chief? I don't know what to say to you, Mort. What? You gotta be kidding me. Come on, let me see it. I show him the Codex. Mort floats over your shoulder to examine the Codex's contents. His eyes nearly pop from their sockets as they scan the pages. Ooh, but wow. You stand thoughtful for a moment, looking at the Codex before closing it and reverently putting the tome away. It is a very cool Codex. I'm going to pause the video and just figure out how to do Merriman's quest, because I cannot remember for the life of me. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I feel silly. I know exactly what to do after... Well, obviously I know what to do after I read the quick instructions on what to do, but I'm surprised I forgot, because I mentioned it in the video that we went into the art gallery that we were going to be doing something in here. So, the Dark Birds of Acanthus. I'm going to catch one in my frost ale mug. You dip your mug into the icy wind rising from the pedestal, catching a small shard within it with a slight clang. Peering into the mug, you can see that the dark bird is a razor-sharp sliver of black ice. Only the mug's magical properties prevent the shard from melting away to nothing. That is a shard of water from the River Styx.
What's up?
That's what we had to do. And I completely forgot about it, even though I had mentioned it earlier. I'm stupid a little bit today. I have a tiny case of the stupid this morning. Just a moderate one. Maybe because I haven't had breakfast yet, and breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I'm kind of hungry now, actually. Alright, let's finish this place up, then I'll get some food.
Alright. Done.
Merriman, don't...
Done.
Just get over here. Lose your memories, damn it. What? You know how to do it. I have the thing that you need to do it. Do I have to actually... right. Right.
All right.
I am so dumb.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
We didn't talk to the one person we need to verify that this is... I'm metagaming too much, guys. That's what I'm doing. Stupidly metagaming. Back to the art gallery. We have to go talk to Yavanna.
All right.
And ask her about the shards, because she has to tell them that they are pieces... She has to tell us that they are pieces of the river Styx, so that we can get him to drink them. So dumb. Yavanna, get over here. Before you is a well-dressed elderly woman in a gown of peach-colored and golden thread. She stands quietly, her hands folded together primly, and nods in your direction. It is then you notice that she has no pupils. Her eyes are entirely white. Greetings, sir. I am Yavanna. Welcome to my galleria. Feel free to look around, spending as much time here as you like. Should you have questions regarding any of the pieces, do not hesitate to ask me of them. I do have questions. One moment, sir. Your voice. It is heavy with age and wounds. Would you be so kind as to permit me to touch your face? Go for it. Yavanna smiles, running her old hands over the skin of your face. She frowns, looking slightly puzzled. So many scars, both old and new. They seem to... She touches the side of your throat, flushes, then pulls away. Pardon, sir. I was curious to see how far they went. It's fine. They're everywhere. My whole body is scarred. Yavanna nods. Now let's ask a question. I need to question about one of the pieces. We need to know about the dark birds of Corinthus. All of them are chipped from the great magical sheet of black infinite ice that rests in the black belly of the plain of Acanthus. Yavanna pauses, tapping her chin. It is said that this sheet of ice is the final destination of the river Styx, and that the recollections of all that have plunged into the Styx's memory, destroying waters, will lie frozen within the ice. That's it. Now we can go do the quests.
Done. All right.
Now we're just going to make him drink this, get the keys to the heart, go to the private sensorium, and then go back to the brothel. I think we'll do that all in this one video. We'll make it a little bit of a longer video today. I think I only have time for one anyways. I gotta do some things, some chores and things. Where did you go? Merriman, you stupid fat man, get over here. There you are. And we're going to say, here, take this mug. It holds the dark bird of Acanthus, a sliver of ice from the river Styx. It should wipe your memories clean. Merriman takes the mug and removes a piece of paper from his pocket. He tilts the mug back and takes the ice into his mouth. It melts instantly, leaving him a somewhat startled expression. Merriman? Merriman looks to you, confused, and then the paper in his hands. He reads aloud, Congratulations, Miriam. You've begun again. Thank the man in front of you and give him the key in your pocket. Speak to Splinter, the man at the door of this building, for more information. He looks to you again. Well, it would seem that I owe you thanks. Good sir, here, take this key. I'd best find the Splinter fellow and find out what's going on. Thanks, good luck. Alright, private place now. Actually, let's take a look at our levels. So we're 25,000 basically away from a level there. We are 12,000 and 18,000, or sorry, yeah, 12,000 and 18,000 away. Yeah, that's right. And then like 50,000 and 20,000 basically, and we're about 10,000 away from Mort's level, so we have a ways to go for some of our levels. Oh god, we're stuck in here because Jumble Murder Shanks won't get out of the way. Alright, there we go. Splinter. We're going to the private sensoriums now. Sensoriums, sorry. Take me to the private one. This is a little bit different now. There are a few people to talk to in here, and you're probably going to be wondering why we had to get the chocolate. So let's go talk to this. The description around the base of the sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience week-long hunting trek across the forests of Arborea. To begin the sensation, you're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you are, by far, the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. We'll continue the experience. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, then slowly resolve to what looks like the interior of a large gray sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in half-darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Greetings. Oh, greetings. Greetings. So good to see you, he sneers. I bid your murderous tongue to be silent. That's right, murderous. Your pretend innocence is laughable. Who are you? Oh, don't you know? Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so convincingly left for me when I awoke? Those journals that called me an incarnation? Ha! Burned them all, I did. that I found. What did they say exactly? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgets himself. Other incarnations of preserving their experiences and writing so later lives could benefit. Thieves, it's my life, mine. You all want to steal my body, and you won't have it. So you're one of my earlier incarnations. He crosses his arms and looks away. If you put stock in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgets... Oh wait, where did that? So where am I? Oh, this! He gestures around himself, snickering. Just a little trap is all. I realize that killing you body thieves might not be enough. I might have to trap you, ensnare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of the sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. Your mind is... I lost where I was. Your mind is locked here. You'll note them rather sparse surroundings I've left for you, all to help the madness set in, good and quick while your flesh rots away. I have some questions then. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly, save for a few more tufts of hair on his head. He's identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do. How did you make this trap? Can't tell you that. It will never be replicated. The magics used in its creation were lost even to me. Clever it is, though. One experience hidden beneath the other so that no flesh but my own would set it off. But if your flesh sets off wouldn't mean that I'm you. You trapped yourself. I've trapped myself, don't you see? But that's not your one. I thought I put safeguards. How could you be so foolish? He wrings his hands together, biting his lower lip. How to get out? How? I've forgotten. Wait, I'm the only one who can release you, and that will not do. If you are I, then you can release yourself. Try to release myself by willing the trap open. We got 500 experience, and we met a crazy version of ourselves from before. We will talk to Quell momentarily. First off, let's talk to this. The base of this aquatic blue stone has been sculpted so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal. Longing. Begin the sensation. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. It is submerged in the experience. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a terrible sense of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eyes is tears. I'm gonna wipe away my tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. Try to examine the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye towards the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey, yet you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that writhes in your breast. What did he mean? Close my eyes and sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper of an echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you were afraid to go. But you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear, the serpent, writhes in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, words echoing. Echo. Only you. Only you. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and gasp. He stands powerful in the shadows as he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes, and you feel a serpent writhing and dying. He has returned, his face stern, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for you. Only you can help me, Dianara, but it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak, Dianara, yet you, it is you, gray-skinned like a statue striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body, it looks like it has been bathed in knife blades. The wounds, the tattoos, horrible. Yet you can see through Dianara's eyes, and she sees... How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features, and she sees you such a light. Such terrible longing, light, for how can she feel such? Try to refocus, brace yourselves, hold on to the experience. You feel your vision is tearing, doubling until you are a man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dianara's experience, but at the same time it's also yours, and you... What? Echo. I asked too much of you to accompany me, Dianara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word, you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing that the stricken girl will see next through her long-stained eyes. And who are you? That person? That man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista, piercing her breasts, Her, yet she sees only relief at your return. How? How can she feel, and not know you mean to? I have come to ask your forgiveness, Dianara. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Dianara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you. Dianara, you are a tool to him, a tool he needs to. But Dianara speaks, and you can't stop her. I would place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me, I will accompany you through the plains themselves should bar. Though the plains themselves should bar the way, you feel yourself shattering relief and sensation. His satisfaction at her words, knowing she would say them, always knowing, and her admission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis across your heart. Trapped. She is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You will have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need is to be strong, and his path shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear, you would die for him. I can be strong, my love, I will. Her words slide off of him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by this serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we'll succeed, Dianara, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I will expect nothing less of the same from you. You. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm. For you are her, and he means to hurt her. Yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she is in danger. Run, run, Dianara, for his eyes unmake all things, and, of course, my love, life is sacrifice. This I have learned. You, she, her. You speak the words, and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die. For the words are a death sentence, yet still she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy of my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S in it. I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it, I left.
Updated my journal.
You, him, a wave of irritation watches over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing to your features. Must she always continue to prattle even when you do not prompt her? Must she? But no, keep the irritation inside. Only a trace slips out. Come now, I cannot die, Dianara. There's no need for such foolishness. Her, you. She is overcome with fear that revolted you, and the fear wells up inside of her. You, as you watch him frown and hasten to correct him. He must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them. So he is impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know I often act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things. If you are badly hurt, there are things in the legacy that can help you remember should you forget yourself.
My journal.
You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worry, desperation. She says she has acted as you expected, yet there is something in what she says. Perhaps. I hope nothing in the legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave any things here, some safe that could be of use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch, silent, as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like silvered glass. Of some use? Such a casual statement, yet even Dianara sees, and you hope, just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is, the serpent, and your hope dies, as in Dianara's eyes the emotion is rebuilt, the slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt. But the slightest sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him that the legacy is unimportant. But it isn't, it's everything. The legacy, my love, it just has a few things to help you remember. The scythe of words falls on Dianara, so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arcing path. A legacy? The things you do, Dianara, such romantic gestures. No matter. No, you. Dianara, you have driven him away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There is the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave the legacy, my love, for yourself, or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember if you left something for yourself, or for the ones you loved. The word scythe falls again, terrible and swift. Yet this time the illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dianara. But enough of this. We must leave. He is leaving. You must make him remain. And the experience swirls around you, terrible. The spiraling towards the final scene. The question she wants to ask. Don't ask it. Dianara, don't ask it. Be silent. My love, before you go, his anger, his irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go. It looks like I'm in no danger of that. Come, Dianara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much. She is desperate, drowning. Say it, and you, speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The word he, you are about to speaks. The words he, you are about to speak are true. But the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Dianara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dianara. I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There was a cold silence in his mind, then a hissing thought, a response sharp and deadly like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dianara, and you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like radiance, but it is a shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm, and she cannot see. You want to call out to her, but she's crying with joy, even as cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you, like you are drowning, and you need to speak, long to speak, but you cannot. And that is the end. And you scream as you tear your hands from the stone, bloody tears running from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone, blood, her blood, and you can't warn her, you can't stop crying. Anna is watching you terrified. She looks like she wants to step forward, but she's paralyzed. Yeah, you alright? Yes, I just need a moment. Anna is silent, watching you hypnotized. Your blood drips to the floor, each tear splattering into a crimson circle. As it strikes the flagstones of the sensorium, what did you see? What did you see on the stone? Longing. Anna frowns, confused, and stares daggers at the sensory stone, as if she's thinking about shattering it. I'm longing to break that stone, I am. To tear you up, so? No, I just need a moment, Anna. I'll be fine. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast because you know it's important to remember it was you in that experience. It was Dianara's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? It's time to leave. That was intense. Let's talk to Quell. We need to talk to Quell about something I can't remember now. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there's a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth, then swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, and then furrow again. Greetings. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic and pulls out a puce-colored ball. He regards it curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth. I said, greetings. The man frowns and waves at you, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he's put in his mouth. I've got some questions. The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell with a violent gag. He spits up a large black fly, which buzzes around the chamber. Minnesorian candies be damned, he cries, shaking his fist at the insect. He whirls on you. What? What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? He pops a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle? Battering, blathering, chattering. The candy shoots from his mouth, unchattering, flying in a high arc to land on the floor of the wet plip. He stares at it sadly. I'm sorry about your candy. It was tasty, too, he mewls. Suddenly he looks up, snarling. Sorry? As you should be, you piking dung-beetle. Mages deserve respect, but bashers like you should know their proper place. He begins to jump up and down. Proper place, proper place. Snatch up the mage's candy and eat it. You snatch up the candy and pop it into your mouth. Its taste is sweet and tangy. The mage's jaw drops. My delectably scrumptious Bitopian fruit candy. That was good. Can I have another? Another one? Another one? Of all the raw, blustering nerve, what makes you think you deserve another candy, you unmannerly, churlish dullard? Come on, just give me one. I'll give you nothing. And you'll like it. He plops a candy into his mouth for emphasis. So good. He swirls it in his mouth, eyes closed if he was wrapped with ecstasy. So delicious. I want one, and you'll give it to me. Now let's have it. How dare you speak so ungraciously to demand candy of me, as if you were some divine right granted to you by the powers. Or shall I kneel to the whim of yours, O great one, pass my treasured candies on to your stigmata sacredness? Why don't I anoint them with precious oils and have them blessed first? He stomps his foot with each word. No, I think not. Come on, just give me one. I'll give you nothing. Fine, then forget it. I shall. Forgotten is you scabrous, rot-brained clattershop. Now farewell. I had some questions. I care not. You yeastly, beef-witted pignut. His eyes bulge out as he jabs a finger at you. Now be off with you. Off, shoo, you. Do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift. He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth. Candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now be gone. Wait, I've got this imported chocolate. I could give them to you as a gift. Oh. His demeanor changes in an instant. How very kind of you. Very gentlemanly. May I see? Show him the chocolate quasit. He takes it from your hands. Oh, quite rare these are, and most delectable. He bites off a large piece and tucks what's left into his tunic. I had some questions. He frowns at you, licking the last of the chocolate off of his fingers. Who told you to bother me with inane questions? He stares at you accusingly. Come now, what is it you wish to bother me with, or be gone? He fishes a malt ball from his sleeve and eats it. What can you tell me about Ravel Puzzlewell? At the mention of her name, he swallows the candy, sucking on with a loud gulp, wincing in pain. What to tell? Why tell it all? Such things, such tales are best left in dusty books, in the attics of old men's minds. Evil, evil, such a name, and dark tales swarm about it like flies on a corpse. Just the same, I need you to tell me. He rolls his eyes, plopping another candy into his mouth. She was a night hag, my boy, who came to sigil all evil and cackles. She was alive with her shadow magic, ready to butt heads with the Lady of Pain. Barmy, old hag, only succeeded in getting herself mazed. She's likely dead by now. How might I find her? How might you— what? The candy rolls right out of his mouth and onto the tiles. Before you can so much as look at it, he snatches it up and plops it back into his mouth, giving you a dirty look. Why would you ask such a thing? Are you mad? What could you possibly want with such an evil creature? She knows something about my past. Doubtful. She was mazed many centuries ago. Gone, penned in the dead book she is. And even if she were somehow, still clutching to life with her black and bloody talons, what could she possibly know about you if she wasn't the spitting image of cackling evil that she is, and was even willing to help you? I'll just have to hope she's alive and will help me. By Leshe's 6 teats and her swollen tummy, what a flickering candle of hope hurled into the howling winds of pandemonium that is. Flicker, flicker, whoosh. Don't be any more the fool than you need be. I must still seek her out, whether she's dead or alive. So if she's dead, as she most likely is, then what is your plan, may I ask? You have everything all figured out, do you? Quell is just blowing words out of his pits. Nonsense, nothing. What do you plan to do if she's in the dead book, I don't. What do you think I should do? The first brilliant question you've asked me. I think you should give up this clueless idea of entering mazes and chatting with the night hags, and lope back into whatever crypt you crawled out of. Makes far more sense than fishing for the lady's anger, it does. Can you tell me how to get to the maze? Lunatic madman Adelcove, have you not listened to a word I've said? She's in prison in an interdimensional plane maze for trying to best the Lady of Pain. That means she's at least 10 times as barmy as you, and at least 100 times more powerful. She's also most likely dead, thrice dead, and if by some happenstance she isn't, she'll make you dead. I understand, but I need your help. Can you tell me how to reach her or not? Quell goes quiet, chewing on his lip. After a moment, he fishes around in his tunic for a mint, then plops it into his mouth. You're serious. Serious now. Why so serious? Why so serious? So Beethoven bent, so mule stubborn. He sighs. Well born, clueless, died clueless. Yes, all mazes have portals, and this one I know to be true. A way in, a way out, and that is how the lady fashions them. I do not know the portal or its location or even its form, but I am told its key is a piece of Ravel. A piece of Ravel, but if Ravel is mazed, then how am I supposed to? Then you have to make do, find something that has Ravel's taint in it, mayhap. That is all I know. Bother me no more about it. If you want to go pestering someone or something about that, go to the brothel of slating intellectual lusts. One of the ladies there is bound to have met someone or know something that'll help. Thanks.
Updated my journal.
That is all we need to do in this area. That was quite the adventure. We're gonna go to the brothel now. Yeah, we'll go to the brothel. We'll make this video longer. Boop, boop, brothel. There you are. Actually, before we go to the brothel, let's go to the Advocate's home. We might as well at least claim our thing. My throat is so dry this morning. I believe it's because I haven't had food and I'm so hungry. Although I do have water, so that's a good thing. Alright, Advocate. Give me the cash. You see Yannis. He turns to you as you enter and affixes you with a tired gaze. There are dark sacs beneath his eyes, and he looks as if he has not been sleeping. Greetings. You again. What do you want this time? I had some questions for you. Excuse me for asking, but are you alright? You must excuse me. As of late, I've been beset by troubles. I'm afraid it has been a rather trying time these past few years. Anything I can help with? No. There's little that can be done. He nods at you. Nevertheless, I appreciate your offer. Thank you. Perhaps talking about your troubles will ease your mind. Yannis sighs. I did not wish to burden you. I lost my daughter not long ago. There was also the fire, but that is another matter. Tell me about your daughter. Instantly, Yannis seems to collapse in on himself. Yes. His business-like facade drains from his face to be replaced with cold despair. My daughter Dianara passed away some time ago. Ooh. I saw a woman by that name interned in the mortuary memorial hall. Yes, I arranged for a bier to be placed in the memorial hall. There is no body there, of course, but I had hoped the bier would serve as a marker by which she may find her way home. It worked. Her spirit resides there now. What? Yannis looks flustered. What did you just say? Her spirit now resides in the memorial hall. You best be speaking figuratively. Yannis looks furious. If so, I have no time for your wordplay. No, my words are literal. Her spirit resides in the memorial hall. No, wait, I'm going to say the second one. It says the same thing. I spoke with her for a time, and she seems to be in distress. You spoke to her? Yannis seems to become more confused by the moment. What distresses her? I'm not certain. I wasn't able to make out what she was saying. I will travel there as soon as I am able to investigate the matter for myself. He nods at you. If your words carry truth, sir, then I am indebted to you. Very well then. Perhaps there's something else you can help me with. I need to... I'm going to say 6. Yannis, there's a sensory stone in the sensorium that contains a fragment of your daughter's experiences. His eyes blaze with hope. There is, but which one? You must tell me. It is one of the sensate sensory stones. If you're not a sensate, you cannot gain access. He thinks for a moment. I must find a way. Perhaps they make an exception for her father. If you wanted, I can speak to someone. I am certain they would make an exception in your case. Yannis looks relieved. If he could, that would be most grateful. I will see what can be done. I would know more about Dianara, though. What was she like? Dianara? She was young. She had recently joined the Society of Sensation, the Sensates. Not an unpleasant faction, but she also had met someone there. She followed him on a journey, and there she died. Her butt. He looks pained. I was not even able to recover her body. Do you know anything about this man she journeyed with?
Updated my journal.
Little. I barely even knew of his existence until she departed. By then it was too late to have known him. I believe the man was me, but I've forgotten much. You? He looks you up and down. You are the one? And you say you have forgotten? Yannis draws himself up. He looks like he is squaring himself for battle. How could you have forgotten? But the incident was so long ago. How could this be? I have a strange condition. I lose myself for a time. Anything you can tell me about myself or your daughter would be invaluable. Countless liars have I known in my tenure in the city. Yannis studies you intently. You do not strike me as one of them, at least on this matter. He sighs. If you truly do not remember it, then whatever befell you and my daughter on your journey must have left deep scars. I'm inclined to agree. Then I ask your word on this. If your memory returns and you discover what happened to my daughter, return to me so that my mind may at last rest on this matter. I'm going to lie and say I will do that. Very well then, now leave. I wish to be alone with my thoughts. Wait, you want the thing that you left? Oh, okay. Let's go do, well, let's talk to him. What is an advocate again? Actually, I have come to collect the legacy of a young woman. Indeed, very well. Do you remember the legacy in question? The young woman's legacy is 687KS. Ah, it seems you spoke true. My daughter was known to you then. Hold a moment and I will see what was left to you.
I couldn't carry anymore, so I had to drop it.
All the articles are accounted for. Yannis is holding 3 scrolls in his hands. I had no idea she had established a legacy here. He is staring at the items, almost hypnotized. Here you are. If I may, read them, sir. Let me read them first. Of course, here you are. Let me read it. I don't care. Yannis takes the scroll and studies it. There is a long silence, then he slowly looks up at you. You meant very much to my daughter. She was willing to give up her life for you. I believe that is the case. Yannis hands the scroll back to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your kindness. I mourn for the loss of your daughter. I hope her words give you some comfort. Farewell. So we have some scrolls. Actually, several scrolls. Dianara's ring is really quite nice. Alright, well, I'm going to wear that for sure and give this ring to Anna, so that she can have -1 armor class now, since Mort can't have rings. A healing scroll heals 33 hit points. That's kind of nice, I guess. Some heart charms. And of course, no, not that scroll. Dianara's legacy. My love, if you are reading this, then the tragedy I have seen has come to pass. I have died, and you have remained to suffer the loss. Know this, my love. I know why you are forced to shield your feelings from me. You sought to protect me from the terrible burden you carry with you. The distance you kept between us was your way of protecting me, and the brief moments when we were alone, you let your feelings be known. That was when I knew you cared for me. Carry no regrets with you. Carry no guilt. For I came with you on your haunted journey of my own accord, and no matter how death came for me, I know that you did everything in your power to save me. Our loves are intertwined, my love, and death shall not be a wall between us. For my sight has seen what is to come, only in staccato segments? I don't know what that means, actually. But it is enough for me to know that we will be separated for a time. But we shall be reconciled again. Thus, do not see my death as a farewell, but only as an interval before we meet again. Carry my ring with you, and these other pieces of me, and think of me. Keep me in your mind and heart, and that will be the beacon that brings us together. Oh, that's really nice. We'll do the dodecahedron later. Actually, I think we're going to end the video. Well, we'll go help this guy with his sensory thing. and then we'll end the video, and we'll do the rest of the brothel and stuff in the next video, because this one's getting kind of lengthy. We're at like 40 something minutes now. Anna's not feeling too good. We'll heal her up in a bit. Let's talk to Splinter. He's probably who we have to talk to. How can you help me? No, I had another question. There we go. There's a man, Yannis, who was hoping you would grant temporary access to the private sensorium. And for what reason would we allow such a thing? Because one of the stones there contains a fragment of his daughter's experiences. She died far from home, not having seen him in a long while, and he mourns her loss deeply. Splinter nods, thinks for a moment, then nods again. Yes, we will allow this Yannis to enter the private sensorium. Well escorted, of course. You may tell him he has permission. Thanks. Let's go give him his good news. And then that'll be it for the video. And then hopefully in the next video we'll get our 5th character, Fall from Grace, who is a cleric and will help us heal as we sleep, which is awesome.
Done.
And in we go. Alrighty, Yannis. You are free and clear. You see Yannis. He turns as you enter, his eyes light up, hopefully. Ah, alas, were you able to convince them to grant me access to their sensorium? Yes, they agreed to give you access to your daughter's sensory stone. I thank you, good sir, thank you. I am in your debt. It was no trouble, Yannis. Please go see the experiences of your daughter. I think they might ease your troubles.
My journal. Done. I'm gone.
There we go. We did good things today. We are good people.
All right.
Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.